What is love? And I want to make it into a new question. What is love that's so different to what is lust? You see, in life, we find that we want to find someone to share love with. So, we look for a typical type of person that meets with our requirements and our expectations. But what is true love that's so defined that's different to lusting? You see, it's very, very, very difficult to find true love in this world. Why? Because we are a society of selfish people. Everything is about me, I, and my desires and what is mine. You see, if you find someone to share love with, you find a partner in life. Are you single at the moment or in a relationship? You're single. Okay. So, you hope maybe at some point to find someone to share love with. But actually, it's not just about sharing, it's satisfying your own needs. Because you will want to be loved in a certain way, at a certain moment in time, in a certain place, and you would expect a certain continuum of that love from the other person. Would you agree? And this is what life is, why life is very, very difficult. Because for a moment of time, someone's going to love you in a certain way and you're going to feel happy. But that happiness is not going to be good enough, because that happiness starts to disappear. A bit like all of a sudden the sun comes out and then it goes back down, and then it comes out and it goes. So what happens is we start lusting rather than loving. We need to be loved in a certain way, and that's called lusting and not love. What love is that is so different to lusting, which is very difficult to find in a human relationship, love, is lusting. We need our senses, our desires, our ego, our pride to be loved in a certain way. And if we don't, we get disappointed. We get bitter, we get angry, we get resentful. And we have high expectations. And your high expectations are very difficult for someone else to meet. I'm not talking about you personally, everyone. Everyone's high expectations are very difficult to meet. In fact, they can't be met. It's actually virtually impossible to meet them. Virtually impossible to meet. So we end up lusting. I want to be loved this way. I want to be loved now. A little bit like this and not like that. And if you don't love me, I'm not going to do this for you. So it's all about bartering, giving, taking, giving, taking. I'll do this if you do that. We find it very, very, very difficult in society to love unconditionally, because that's what true love is unconditional love. And it's virtually impossible to have that way, because we always need something to be satisfied, whether it's our ego, whether it's our pride, whether it's just our emotions or our feelings of that particular moment in time. Something's happened at work, you come home and you want to be loved in a certain way to make up for what's happened. You've had an argument with a friend and therefore you need a certain amount of love, a bit of empathy and a bit of care. And you're always asking for to be loved in a certain way, or if not asking, expecting. And when we don't have it, we lust for more, and we hanker. Hankering means holding on to something. So say for instance, you experience something with a partner which feels beautiful. Hankering means wanting to hold on to it and not let go of it. But unfortunately, just like the clouds, they pass by, and so does that happiness and that love feeling. It keeps on passing by. But we try to hold on to it and grab it, and please don't go away. And that's hankering. And then when we don't have it, we want it, and we want it, and we want it, and that's lusting. And these two things are very different to love. And this is why I wanted to bring those two aspects into this conversation, to define the differences. What is love is what your original question is. And what I'm saying is, what love is in society, in relationships, actually is lusting and hankering. It's still an element of love, but there's one defined love that you can't get from another person, and there's only one place you can get it, and this is called unconditional love. And the reason why you can only get unconditional love from one unique person in our lives, and that is the Lord. You see, what is the difference between me and you and the Lord? Is we desire things to satisfy our needs in life, as we discussed. But the Lord has absolutely everything in the universe that he ever needs. Everything. He doesn't even need my love or your love, or your love or your love. He's got it all. And therefore, because he's got everything already, he can just give and give and give and give and give and give and give. He only needs to give. And he tries to teach us this. He tries to teach us into becoming a more selfless, giving person than a selfish, wanting person, needing me, I, mine. So that's why I wanted to talk about the Bhagavad-gītā as it is today, chapter 3, verse 37. And it's so important. I'll reread it again to you so that other people can hear it as well. The Supreme Personality of Godhead says, "It is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world. Our lusting for love, our hankering for love, takes us down this spiral, this downward spiral, to becoming even more selfish, more greedy, more jealous, more envious, more angry, more bitter in life. And if only we can learn something from the Lord to just give and give and give and give, then we might be able to, at some point, have a certain aspect of unconditional love. And that is the beauty about love. Because it's so easy. It's even easy for you to say, let me ask you a question. How much do you love Lord Krishna? So much. But I want to say to you, there's a different type of love when we express for the Lord. Unfortunately, in society nowadays, it's very easy to say, I love the Lord.
Yeah, it is easy to say, but...
let me ask you a quick question. Do you work or you study?
I work.
How many hours a day do you work?
What?
How many hours a day do you work?
8 hours.
8 hours a day. How many hours a day do you spend on your mobile phone? 2-3 hours, that's 11-12 hours. And how much time do you do entertaining and socialing and shopping every day? Roughly?
It may be 2-3 hours.
Okay, that's about 14-15 hours so far. How much time do you spend with the Lord every day? Or every week? Go on, you tell me. Few minutes?
Very few.
Very few minutes. Okay, so you told me a moment ago you love the Lord so much. Now, you hope to be in a relationship at some point. Now, if you spend your life working on your phone, entertaining and doing the normal life, shopping and things like that on your life, and you only gave a few minutes every day to your partner, what's your partner going to say? Go, woman. Yes? So it's very easy to say how much one loves Lord, but how much do we really love Lord? Just like you might turn around to your mother and say, I love you, but there's two types of saying it. One is in words and one is from the heart. And you know every time when you do say it, which one it is. And I have to say your mother knows it as well. So what is true love? True love is when you decide and realise how much of a part the Lord is in your life already, how much He's given you. He's given you your whole life. He gave you this body, you were born into a specific family, He gave you your childhood, your adulthood, your work life now. He's got your whole life planned out. If you can find a way to make the Lord the centre of your life and actually express true love, more than just a few minutes here and there, and realise how you can actually spiritualise your whole life and still live in the material world, you've still got bills to pay, etc., responsibilities, then maybe you'll start to realize what true unconditional love is. Because I tell you this now, whatever love you share with the Lord, he will give you more than whatever you'll give him. Because this is what the Lord does. He just gives and gives and gives and gives, and it's the most beautiful thing. It's sitting inside your heart at the moment. It's sitting next to your atma, your soul, in your para-atma, in your heart. He's there, and all you've got to do is feed him. You feed him by reading the Bhagavad-gītā, for instance, or Srimad Bhagavatam. And every time you read his words, you're feeding the Lord with love. Every time you chant his name, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, you're awakening him inside you. And the more he knows you're awakening him, the more he's just going to give you and give you and give you and give you. And it's beautiful. And then you will start to try to appreciate what true love is. Hare Krishna.